Welcome in, Pisces. How are you doing? This is your What Do You Need to Know reading. My intention is that it is timeless, but I'm recording it on the 26th of March, 2026. Whenever you find it, if it resonates, it's yours. If it doesn't, it's not yours. Leave it alone. Amazing storylines coming through with all of these readings. A lot of connections, ending, beginning, coming back together. So let's see where this leads you, Pisces. Let's see. I keep seeing the Carrying Connections card, so oh, I'm hearing that You Got a Friend in Me. Is that the theme song from Toy Story? Aw, how sweet. I don't know if you've got a kid or a grandkid and that's their favorite movie or something, but I'm hearing that song. Hold please, gotta grab the cards. All right, we have got Strength, Angel of Strength. We've got the Action card, and we've got Door to Spirit. Wow. I first of all, I want to say wherever you're moving, whatever you're moving into, whatever you're moving out of, you have your angels have been all around you, holding you up during this time. It feels like it may have been a very challenging time. A lot of times during challenging times, we have our psychic senses heightened and or opened up again. Uh, I feel like this Door to Spirit is actually saying to me that your connection to maybe a channel, being a channel, is opening up. Uh, you've been prepared, been being prepared for this mission. You've been being prepared for this mission. Very psychic. Very psychic. Energy coming through. Let's see what this is about. Well, it is your energy, right, Pisces? Very, very psychic, very otherworldly. Let's take a look here. I'll get my deck right. Yeah, there we go. I opened up to the Justice card, so we'll see if that comes out again. Ten of Swords coming out. Definitely had an ending. Had a really rough ending. I want to say, I don't know if you actually... I feel like you felt that it was coming, intuitively, because maybe your senses were just starting to open up, but you might have felt unprepared for it, but Spirit is coming in and saying, but you were. We've been here all along. Three of Cups, an ending to a friendship, something, definitely closing out a cycle. Spirit wants you to see the silver lining. There's a gift in this ending. Ooh, look at that. Hang on here. Ace of Cups. Wow. All right, well, we've got the Sun over here, flew over here. We've got Page of Swords. We've got Page of Pentacles, a lot of youthful energy, a lot of new energy. I like that. That's beautiful. Especially after that Ten of Swords. Yeah. Could have 2 to 3 kids. There's that moon. Yeah. Definitely. I do want to say, because we've got the moon right under the sun, definitely balancing out masculine and feminine energies here. Okay, I'm gonna say, hang on here. I've got something to say. Um, Final card, Spirit. Well, I've got something to say, but it might not sit well. Five of Wands. I feel like this might hit for a few of you. If there's been a third party energy in a connection here, or just in your life, like just any kind of interference, something that you feel like you couldn't get away from, it's closing out. That cycle is closing out. It's ending. That friend is going away. That person who came in between a marriage or whatever it is going away. There's somebody that came between you and your kids, maybe. It's going away. That's the cycle that's leaving. But it's going kicking and screaming. This Five of Wands, it's going kicking and screaming. It doesn't like what you have to say. I kind of want to say I feel like you're in this situation now. It feels like I just got plunked right into a shit show, drama show. Things are being illuminated intensely. Definitely feeling like there could be, I'm just going to put this out there. It could be that your spouse comes home and says, I'm in love with somebody else. Or you say that, I'm in love with somebody else. Um, I'm, man, I'm feeling that very strongly here. Whatever the situation is, I feel like it really opens you up, your psychic senses up, and it helps you to realize where you maybe have not paid attention to your gut instincts, your senses that were telling you something was up. Maybe you placated the situation. Is that how I want to say it? Is like, no, that can't be true. They would never do that. Something like that. I'm sweating all of a sudden. This is a really heavy situation. This Ten of Swords has a lot more weight than you realize. I'm having a hard time really swallowing. It's like, this is a hard pill to swallow, but your intuition has been telling you all along that something's been up, and you may have, no offense, for sure, you may have just said, it's just better if I don't know. Well, it isn't better that you don't know, because there's lessons there. Let's take a look at this Ten of Swords. I do want to say you are very protected by your team. Okay, you may even have loved ones who have passed on who have been protecting you throughout all of this, and but I gotta say, you can't sweep this under the rug anymore. It's time to take action on it, and Spirit stepping in to do that. But I feel like I almost want to say, as a side note, your psychic senses are opening up, but it's not a side note. It's almost like um, this was put into your soul contract because it was meant to trigger that awakening. Okay. Yeah, my tip of my nose is itching, and when I'm channeling, boy, my nose hairs vibrate, and it's very unnerving. I mean, I have to do all I can not to just pick my hair out of my nose, right? But because I'm connected, that vibration occurs, um, and that's what I'm feeling right now. You may be experiencing that, like this tickle on the end of your nose or in your nose, and interesting. Wow, there's a heaviness. I want to say, don't worry though, this is getting blown out of the water. Um, wow. This has been a really heavy situation, but it couldn't stand anymore. It just, spirit needed to come in and break this up because it had gone on long enough. There's a lot of, there's going to be a lot of disappointment for a really long time. And that's okay. You'll get through it. You will. Because, I mean, you got beautiful cards here, right? You've got the world. You've got the Three of Cups, celebration, joy. Joy is going to return. Your happiness and your joy and your self-love is going to return. The love that's meant for you is pouring in right now. Maybe right now you're going to receive that love from your children if you've got kids, grandkids even. Find it wherever you can get it, because that's how you're going to rebuild your strength, and that's, your guides are going to guide you and lead you to wherever you're going to be most lifted up. Wow. uh, Ten of Swords. Anything else? I just want that Ten of Swords. Like shit has certainly hit the fan here. The silver lining is what you're being asked to find here. Find the joy in this. Find the good in this horrible situation. For some of you, the tower had to come in to create this Ten of Swords to wake you up out of some sort of dream state that you were living. It's like you were living in some sort of a fantasy, and it wasn't what it appeared to be. It wasn't what you told yourself it appeared to be. Do you get what I'm saying? um, it's a really heavy situation. I want to move away from that, spirit, and I want to concentrate on what Pisces can do to move forward. And I mean, you've got beautiful things coming in for them. Talk to me about the pages here. It could just be news coming in. Maybe it's news on a new place to live, or a new job, or an idea to go back and get an education. And I'm hearing being a nurse. Somebody put being a nurse or something like that, a dream on the back burner, to have a family, possibly to get married. And that marriage has certainly dwindled. There's definitely been an ending one way or another, whether it was divorce or somebody needed to transition. It was time for them to transition, or just the realization that it was done. There's something just over here with that world. It's over. Now new ideas can start coming in. Once your mind clears, once your heart clears from the grief of this ending, as tragic, as traumatic as it does feels very, very heavy in my body, then news can start coming in, ideas can start coming in. Talk to me about the Page of Swords. Why is the page here? Like I said, it could be children. I do have youth on the table here. Ooh. I don't know if you saw that. I didn't see if it was on the camera, but holy cow. Oh, I love that. Okay, interesting. So we've got the Nine of Swords and the Hangman in the reverse. So there's definitely some news that comes in that kind of that really ends. It helps you understand that this is a lot easier than you thought it was going to be. So there's that silver lining. There's a silver lining coming in. Let's take a look at this page. Well, we've got the three of hearts. What is it? Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, I couldn't come up with it. Three of Swords. What else for this page? All right. How did boy, I don't know how my cards got reversed in here, but we have the Page of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Lovers. Um, I feel like there's a moment of there's a lack of uh, feeling worthy of of moving in a new direction. You don't feel worthy of this new beginning. You don't. There's something about self-worth here. Like you don't see how you can do it. I feel like this situation that's ending, it beat you down. It convinced you um, of something that it convinced you to believe about yourself in a situation um, in the wrong light. I want to say because I do have a lot of this energy of your psychic senses, like spirit coming through here, helping you using your intuition. I feel like this is the questioning the intuition, um, because you believe something else for so long. It's hard to trust yourself and believe in yourself. I know that, lived it, breathe it, got it. Um, but there is just this lack of faith in yourself to make the right decisions from the heart space. But you do. You've got to clear out a lot of self doubt and inner conflict uh, first. Talk to me about the Five of Wands. I almost want to say this Five of Wands partly is other people blaming you for this situation, but I want to say yes, take responsibility for the role that you had, but don't take full responsibility because um, you had to walk away. You know what? I you may want to take a look at the Aquarius reading if you've got any strong Aquarius energy in your birth chart because there's a little bit of a bleed over from their message here. Um, but you had to walk away to save yourself. You couldn't stick around with lies and fights all the time. It wasn't healthy for you, and if you've got kids, it wasn't healthy for the kids. You've had to do what you've had to do for self preservation. But the silver lining here is now you get to see that and you get to take that wisdom moving forward. Again, there's a little bit of a bleed through with the Aquarius messages. um, what are the lies? There's definitely interesting. I want to say what's the moon here, but it came out what are the lies. So what are the lies that are being illuminated here in the situation for Pisces? Is there any way to really get clear on that? Oh, the lies were, yeah, maybe the lies were you were told that, you'll never make it on your own. Maybe you were told that you'll never be happy. Maybe that you were told that you can never have a new beginning. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas. So this is a big shift in your life. And of course, it's going to shift your clarity and your abilities and how you communicate with the world and with yourself and your higher self and your guides and everything. So I feel like all of this that's been happening has been a part of your journey here to awaken yourself. It definitely feels like there's an awakening here, but it's very slow in the process. Even though Tower is boom, it's quick and it's exact, but um, I feel like it's taken a really long time, maybe 10, 20 years for this tower to come about. It's been a long cycle, and Spirit's asking you to look back at it and see the silver lining in all of the hurt and the heartache and all the little endings that came along with it. They may not even recognize were endings, right? but you've got a new journey moving forward. You're definitely choosing yourself and walking toward a new path, a new direction, trusting yourself more. It takes time to trust yourself, to, it takes time, patience. Your patience is your the longer it takes isn't because it's taking too long. It's because your spirit is building you up. It's building your resilience, your persistence, your patience, your strength, your trust in yourself. You're being built up here, and you're being built up. So spirit is tearing one thing down that has lost its purpose in your life, and it's taking all of that and it's using it to build up a new foundation, and that new foundation is going to be you, Pisces. Empress. Look, I'm clarifying the moon, which is a major arcana, and I keep getting major arcanas. This is a big deal. This is you that spirit is building. It's you. And your self-worth, your value. This could be, interestingly enough, I didn't research a lot about it, but Uranus has been in Taurus for a lot of years. Can't remember how long Uranus stays in the sign. Is it 20 years? No. I don't know. You can look that up for for yourself if you're curious, to get a timeline for how long this has been going on. But Taurus, it's in the final degrees of Taurus until the middle of to end of April, and then it moves into Gemini. And here we've got Taurus. Uranus is all about shock and awe, right? I'm getting that vibe. So see where Uranus and Taurus hit in your birth chart if you're into that. At the very least, I would Google to see how long Uranus has been in Taurus, to see that might give you a marker of how long you've been spirit has been molding you here. But yeah, you're being built one brick at a time. Oh, I love that. Get that right. Yeah, that's nice. So you're moving through a beautiful, you're coming out shining, let me tell you. Definitely some healing that's being done. You'll know when things will start moving forward again. Spirit will give you that little nudge. Look at that Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So I want to say to you, take your time with this, Pisces. You're the fish, you need to flow. I need to feed my belly because I just heard that gurgle and growl. So, but take your time with this, flow with it. There's no rush. Um, you know, a diamond isn't made overnight. A pearl is not made overnight. It takes years for that one grain of sand, to create the pearl in the clam. So it's like clam, oyster, clam, yeah. It's just there's but there is a very significant ending in your life. You'll know what it is when you hear these words, and it is so much bigger than you realize. And find that silver lining. And that it's you. It's you. It's you're emerging out of this. One card I'm hearing from this deck. Final messages, please, Spirit. For Pisces. You're a lot stronger than you may feel right now. Got two. Look at that. Breakthrough and voyage. Yeah. That's this. Not only is it an ending, but it's a breakthrough. You needed that ending so you can break through into the new you. And this is like, the horses breaking through, rushing, and just feeling that. And there we've got the horses again. You're moving on up into a new life. And the greatest thing about that with the Empress here is that now you know who you are, you know your strength, you know your worth and your value. You won't settle for anything else, you anything less than what you deserve. You will not chase anyone or chase attention or validation from anyone anymore. um, there's just, you realize you've got a big heart and you've got a lot of love to give to yourself, your kids, if you've got them, someone else coming in. I feel like, if there is someone coming in, I mean, I don't really have it here. Now's not the time. Now's not the time anyway. This is about you, Pisces. You've been through an ordeal, and Spirit's going to help you find the silver lining. They're going to help you, trust your intuition and your inner GPS, right? And in growing you, rebuilding you one brick at a time. And I want to say your angels and your loved ones on the other side of the veil are helping you, for sure. Definitely. Uh, wow. Wow. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. I love you. Take care.